Welcome to your first Google update of 2018. Not a lot has been updated in Google since December, but a few things have, so we'll go over those. And I'd also like to show you a couple of don't forgets and hey, isn't this kind of neat? So the first one is in Google Drive. This is an update. You can now search within folders. So if you have a lot of folders with a lot of files and you have a repeated file name that you use a lot of, maybe this will be helpful. So find a folder, you right click on that folder, and you now can search within whatever that folder name is. Mine just happens to be documents. Click on it, it takes you into that folder with all of them in there, and then you can search for the file that you need, and it'll filter through that specific file only. Number 2 is kind of an update of a feature that's been around for a while on tablets and Chrome OS devices, but they are now on all the Chrome browsers. So you can insert pictures into your documents using your webcam now. So if you go up to Insert, Image, you can now go to Camera, and there I am. And I can take a picture. And then I can say Insert, and then my picture goes in. Isn't that pretty cool? We're going to call number 3, don't forget about this one. This is Google Keep. Google Keep is Google's solution to sticky notes and quick note taking. Really easy. You come to keep.google.com, you click at the top, you give it a title, you take your notes. You can even come over here and make it a drawing, add labels for specific things, and check boxes, which is everybody's favorite because who doesn't like checking off of a list? You can also add pictures, you can change the color of your sticky note, you can add collaborators so other people can type in it, and you can also add reminders, which is one feature I would like to feature right now. So you can click on it and you can specify a time and a day and even a place if you want to use that geofencing feature on your phone. If you get the app, then it'll tell you that time, the place, and the day of when you want to be reminded, and it'll bring that note up so you remember that you're supposed to do it. Then the last thing I want to show you about here, and then you can search, and this is a fairly new feature, just a couple months old, but now you can click in the search bar and used to just type in text, but now you can hit search and then you can also click here and you can just look at your lists. So that's a really cool feature, and you can look at drawings and reminders and just by labels. So it's like searching and filtering. So try out Google Keep. For number 4, I'd like to talk a little bit about web accessibility. It is very important. A law just came into effect in January that is mandating everybody make a better effort to make all of our material and our media more accessible to people with disabilities online. So that includes our Google Docs and it includes our Google Slides. And what that means is if a visually impaired person wants to look at our documents, they need to know what's there without being able to see it. So they have screen readers that will read all the text on the page, but a screen reader will not read an image. However, it will read a thing called alternative texts or alt texts. And you have been able to add those to Google Docs and Slides, so I'm going to show you those, and they've updated how you get into those, so we'll look at that as well. So let's say I want to add an alternative text to this image. If I click and right click, I will see an option, Control-Alt-Y also works, to click alt text. So you title it, and then you give it a description. And now when a screen reader reads this page, it will read that alternative text. It'll say image and then give the description that we put in. The other side of that is Google Slides. You can do the same thing because you have images in there and you share slides. People still need to know what the images are. Same process, right click, and you're going to find where it says alt text, and you put the information in again and hit OK. The update that Google did put out is that you can now right click and find that. You used to have to go up to format and find alt text all the way at the bottom. This feature will not roll out to everybody until the end of this month. So if you can't find it on the right click, you're going to find it up in the format. February 28th will bring the end to Classic Calendar. Everyone will be forced to use the new calendar, so no more dragging feet, and everybody will have to use the new one. That being said, I think we should go ahead and have a moment of silence for Classic Calendar.